Welcome back to my channel, local babies. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, everything. Again, thank you so much for getting me to where I am. I think I'm at like 17K now. Thank you so much for the support, and I'm just so grateful and humbled by the fact that you guys actually watch me and listen to what I have to say and, like, you know, comment all the nice things. So this video is more like on the serious side. Like, not serious, like you guys don't have to be like, but like it's not funny. It's not like that entertaining. It's not like, you know, entertaining, like I said. So I kind of just wanted to open up about like how I was treated in middle school. Like, I know this is a platform more for like fun things. Like, my channel's not supposed to be negative at all, but I feel like I just want to give you guys like a little, like a story time, or like a little insight on like what I dealt with when I was a kid. I didn't really like talk to like a therapist or anything about this, because, you know, I never thought it was that serious. But like recently I've been thinking a lot about it, because I have been getting a lot of love from people, and I was like, dang, like where was all that when I was like younger or whatever. And, you know, you don't have to, like, I'm not trying to throw myself a pity party or like have y'all be like, oh, poor Gabby, I feel so bad for her, like, let me give her a hug. No, none of that. Just want, you know, just share how like being bullied in middle school does still kind of affect me. So it all started when I was in 5th grade. I went to a private Christian school, and it was my last year. My parents decided to pull me out and my sister out and take me to a new school, which was like more of like a hippie school, a lot of Democrats. My old school was a lot of Republicans, this was a lot of Democrats, more like urban, like Phil, you know, it was downtown Philly, so like, you know how downtown is kind of more like free and open or whatever. And so I was really sad about this. You know, I'm leaving all my friends that I made over the past 3 years. I'm leaving like a familiar place for a place I've never even, you know, really been to. That's how it is for all kids who are, you know, moving schools. They don't know anything, and that's how it was kind of for me. So when I first got there, apparently I was like one of the many black kids who did end up enrolling in the school that year. So before I got there weren't many black kids, but then after I you know, enrolled, more black kids came in 6th grade or whatever. That was kind of relevant to the story. But you know, I was crying because, you know, I don't want to be there. I ended up getting a little comfortable with it, with the school, but I never really felt like I was at home. I never felt I was accepted. I never thought people liked me. I never felt like I really had the connection. I'm not gonna give like a story time, but I'm more so gonna just give like a couple like times I did go through bullying. It's kind of all over the place from 6th to 8th grade, and just a few things that I kind of experienced, like not in time order, it's not chronological or anything. I just want to kind of just throw things out there like that I really dealt with. So, and the fact that I still remember these events is like really sad, because this was like almost like 10 years ago. I was like, I think 8 or 9 when I got into 6th grade. So I was like, I'm 18 now, so it was like 9 years ago. So I remember in the 6th grade, guys, it might sound like childish, but like I just don't remember these things. I remember in 6th grade when there was some girl that everyone liked. She was cool or whatever. She had brought makeup to school. You know, I wasn't really allowed to wear makeup. I was like, you know, when you were younger, you would get like excited about, you know, makeup, because it was like, oh my god, it's makeup. Like, my parents don't let me wear this like this. Like, it's like a great thing back when we were younger. So she brought it to school, like a blush palette or like a eyeshadow palette, and she was like doing people's makeups, going around like putting blush on people and like putting eyeshadow on people, doing them, like doing their faces, doing like makeovers on them. And then I was like, oh, like, can I have blush or something? She was like, no, you look like a straight clown. Like, you look so disgusting with that one. Like, that wouldn't even look good on you. And then her friend was like, yeah, you look like a clown. And like, I know this doesn't sound like that deep, but like to me, like that really crushed me, because like I'm seeing everybody else in the class like having fun with playing with the makeup, and then I asked, like, you literally excluded everybody but me, included everyone but me. For what reason? Like, that doesn't even make any sense. So I was like, and the fact that I was even still her friend in the future, like, I was just so weak, and I let people run all over me then. But now I'm different. Like, I'm really stronger, and I gained so much strength from like what I experienced there. That was just one little thing. I remember there was a time where I was playing Foursquare. See, these stories are just everywhere. But I was playing Foursquare with, you know, the class. And I had got somebody out. Like, that was my game. Like, I was really good at it. And I really enjoyed playing during recess. I got somebody out. And he turned to me and was like, you're a nigger. I don't know if I can say that on this platform, but he called me the N-word. And I was just like, and I went to tell the teachers, and they, like, he had, like, Asperger's or, like, something wrong with him, but, like, that's still not an excuse to call me that. And so I remember I went to the teachers, like, hey, he called me this, and they were like, I'm sorry. There were literally no type of, how do I put this? He didn't have any type of consequence or anything. Like, they just let him get away with that. And it was just like, that was just another thing that, like, I remember, like, I was so young, and then, like, another kid my own age calling me that word. Like, I live in a part of Philly that's mostly white people, so I have been called that many times throughout my life. Like, I've been called the N-word many times. But, like, at a place like school, like, where I thought I was safe, where I thought I was accepted, like, okay. There was also a time where I was in class. I was developed. I'm still not even fully, like, I don't look fully developed. Like, I didn't get boobs, I didn't get no butt, I was just real flat or whatever. And, like, everyone was just, like, picking on me, like, you have no butt, you have no boobs, da, da, da. Like, we're in 8th grade, we're in 7th grade. Like, I don't understand why people kept picking on me from, like, the girls and the boys would say that. They'd be like, yo, look at her, and then look at you. Like, I'm not gonna say exactly what they said, but it was just so disrespectful. Like, they would always pick on me. I remember this one time I was in science class, and we were talking about the female reproductive system. We were learning about, like, periods and stuff like that. And I remember this one boy looked at me and was like, I bet you didn't even get your period. And was, like, laughing. Like, the kid started laughing. He was like, you don't have nothing. Like, you're so flat. I bet you didn't get your period. I bet you this, that, and the third. And I was just like, I, like, laughed it off, because, again, I said I was weak. I was just like, I was like, and then all the kids was laughing at me, and I'm just like, that's another thing. I also remember in 7th grade, I developed some type of, like, whenever I was in class, I would have really bad anxiety. Like, whenever the teacher would call me, I would start getting real hot, and my stomach would be hurting. Like, my stomach was, like, just, like, it felt like my stomach turned upside down. Like, I wanted to throw up. Every time the teacher called on me, every single time, like, I felt like I had to go to the bathroom. Like, I wanted to run to the bathroom so bad, guys. I would cry. If the teacher told me I couldn't go to the bathroom, I would cry. Like, tears would come on my eyes. I was so embarrassed. And, like, I remember I told my teacher that. I was like, hey, like, I have really bad anxiety. Like, I think I gained that from being, like, you know, picked on and everything. So when the kids looked at me, I just felt like I was being judged. So then that anxiety kind of stemmed from that. But when the teacher would call, no, I went to the teacher. I was like, hey, like, I have really bad anxiety. Like, I really don't want to, if I ask you to go to the bathroom, can you please just say yes? Like, she was like, oh, I understand. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can go to the bathroom. I understand how anxiety works. Da, da, da. Next day, I kid you not, the next day, I took the school bus to school every day. So sometimes it was late because there was traffic. So my bus was late. I get to school. They're playing this game. It was 30 kids in my class. They're playing this game where it's like you line up. One person says, I like ice cream. The next person says, she likes ice cream and I like root beer. And then the next person says, well, she likes ice cream, I like root beer, and I like this. So it's like down the line or whatever. I get there, and the teacher's like, Gabby, go to the back of the line. Mind you, the last person's going, and I have no clue what we're doing. And so she's like, Gabby, it's your turn. I'm like, I don't know what we're doing. Like I said, I had anxiety. I started sweating. I was like, I don't know what we're doing. Like, can you please explain to me what we're doing? And she was like, well, everyone said what they like. So now you have to repeat everything that they said, and you have to do it right, or we can't be dismissed. So I was like, I wasn't here. I just got here. She's like, well, whose fault is that? You were late. And, like, I was just, like, about to cry. Like, I literally felt like I was gonna, like, shit myself. Not funny. I'm so serious. Like, I really felt like I was going to throw up. All the kids were looking at me, like, smirking and, like laughing and, like, snickering and stuff. And I'm like, I really don't know, please. And she's like, okay, y'all can go. Like, that's her fault for being late or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, why was I always a target of somebody of being picked on? Like, I never did nothing to nobody. I was like, tried to be, like, myself. Myself was never enough for anybody there. And, like, that just really, like, pissed me off. And then after a while, I just started being to myself. I had no friends. Every weekend, I was home by myself. I, like, went out probably with 3 times with somebody over the course of the whole middle school. I was only invited out like 3 times. And like I just was so alone. Like I didn't fit in with the black kids. I didn't fit in with the white kids. I didn't fit in with nobody. And it was just like really sad. So I also remember a time where we were reading Lord of the Flies, which is like a really like that's a high school level book. I was in the 7th grade. Like, not to say I couldn't read or anything. It was just a high school level book, so I was kind of slower at reading. So we had an assignment that was like read chapters like 5 to 8. I went home. I tried to read. I just couldn't. Like, it was just so much to read. And the assignment was to draw what the island of the Lord of the Flies looked like based off the description. So I was like, I did not get to that part. I don't want to have an F on homework. So, okay, yeah, I admit I did plagiarize a picture. It was like literally an outline. It was like a circle with a point at the end, right? It was something, so it wasn't words. It was just a little outline, and I marked like the little spots on the map. Nothing that deep. Again, I guess I did take it from the internet, but you know, that's my fault, whatever. I went into class the next day. Me and another boy had the same exact drawing, and I was like, oh shoot. I'm thinking the teacher's gonna pull me over, you know, and talk to me a little bit. No. Instead, she's like, guys, listen up. So here we have 2 people who plagiarize. Look at their drawings. They're exactly the same. Take a look. Like putting us on the spot. Like, dang, I know I messed up, but you don't have to broadcast it in front of the whole entire class. Like, that was embarrassing, obviously. Like, yeah, I messed up, but please don't share, you know, everything with the class. Like, that's so embarrassing. Teachers don't do that. You don't see teachers do that unless they're really mean. Like, I have not seen a teacher do that except when I went to that school. Because people plagiarize all the time in high school and stuff, and like teachers, I wouldn't know, but they would tell me like, yeah, my plagiarized my paper or whatever. So that happened. I remember another time when, let me think. Oh shoot, I remember this. Okay, so I remember a time we had spoken word. And we had to write about our parents' marriage, right? Like a poem about our parents' marriage. Everybody was going up there. Oh, the ring, my parents' marriage, they love each other, this, that, and the third. Sat down, claps, you know, good job, whatever. It was my turn. And while I get up there, say my poem, which I took so long to write. I put my heart and soul into that. I lied to you not. I was a straight A student, well, some B student. Like, I really worked hard because, you know, I had nothing else to do. I was home all by myself all the time, so I just did my work. So I go up there, I did my poem, no clap. Instead, she decides to ask me questions. Question why I said this, question why I said that about my parents' marriage, question this, question that. You didn't do that to nobody else but me. Nobody else but me. Why? I get up there talk about my parents' marriage in the 7th grade, and you don't question nobody but me. Okay? That doesn't make any sense. On the last day of school, on 8th grade when I was graduating the next day, my last recess of middle school, my teacher decides to pull me to the side and make me sit with her the whole lunchtime because apparently somebody said I was mean to them. Never got any complaints about my attitude or my behavior all middle school. The last day, my very last day of middle school, very last recess of my life, I get pulled to the side and got to sit on a bench where all the other kids had their little picnic, last day fun day, whatever. Because somebody said I said something mean to them, which was a blatant lie. I'm not a mean person. Everybody who watches me and who, well, not watches me, but everyone who knows me knows I'm not a mean person. I don't insult people on purpose. I don't say nothing mean to nobody on purpose. I try to uplift people in public. If I have something mean, like not nice to say, I'll think it or I'll say it, like, you know, to some, like my family, like, oh, I don't really like this, but I won't say that, you know, oh, her, I don't like her. I'm not a mean person. So, and I try to tell her, I didn't say that. And she's like, well, someone said you said it, so. So, my last day of middle school was sitting on a bench all day. Yeah. So, there goes another one. Let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. So, this school, the kids have been taking Spanish since they were in preschool. This was my first year of Spanish. I didn't know how to speak Spanish, read Spanish, translate it. I know nothing about Spanish. I didn't know how to spell Spanish, nothing. I go into my first Spanish class. They're reading a book, right? So I'm like, dang, like, I don't know what these words say. I don't know how to pronounce it. we get to me, they doing around the world reading, get to me, I'm like, I don't know, baby. And guess what the teacher did? Makes them all wait until I figure out how to speak it with no help. So I'm over here pronouncing hola as hola. Como estas? Or como estase? Like dumb stuff. People looking at me, oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, baby, I've never taken a Spanish class, and then you put me on a spot like that when you know I never took a Spanish class. So it's like, okay. Like, I'm honestly coming across things, like, I already kind of knew what I was going to talk about in this video, but I'm kind of, like, thinking about things that I forgot about. Things that, like, I'm just not remembering, like, stuff like that. Okay, here goes another one. See, it's just, like, I remember these things because they really affected me. Like this boy or whatever. Like this boy. People were like, oh, who you like, you could trust me, promise. I was naive. I was how old? I'm over here like, well, I'm trying to make friends. I can talk to anybody about my stuff. Hopefully they won't tell, like, they're my friends, right? I tell literally one person that I like somebody. Next day. I mean, that's normal. Kids do that. But next day, he over there like, yo, like, man, awkward. And all the kids like, yo, I heard you like this. I heard you like that. I'm like, now, I tell you something. Which I know people do. That's normal. But also very strange. Like, I tell you something and then next to the whole class knows. And I'm just like, okay, but, there's more things, obviously, because it was literally 3 years worth of bullying. But those are just a few things. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Like, I don't know why I even did this, but, like, I would text people, like, oh, hey, like, guess what? Like, this happened. Like they would actually care, like, and then they wouldn't text me back the next day. Somebody would ask, like, why'd you text her? Like, you knew she wasn't going to respond. She don't like you like that. Or, like, you know he wasn't going to respond. Like, anyway, I'm just going to cut this video now. You know, I just felt the need to kind of just talk about it because I really haven't for a while. And, like, I get really emotional thinking about it, so I just felt like, you know, letting it out. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people could relate. Could relate to what not going through, but what I went through, and still how it, like, kind of affected me today. Like, even going into high school, I still had, like, really bad classroom anxiety. But, you know, I'm better now. I mean, my friends, people accept me for who I am. But it's just like, I was so small and I was just so kind, and, you know, I was just really a nice kid, and I don't understand. I did ask my parents, hey, Mom, I want to leave this school. You know, I didn't give her an exact reason. I was like, I just don't like it. Obviously, no parent's going to pull their kid out of a school just because they don't like it. I never really told her until recently about how I was treated, and she did feel, my parents did feel like, wow, you should have told us this. We could have, you know, talked about it. I regret not telling them, but then also it's like, it is what it is. What happened happened. So yeah, thank you guys for watching my video, and I promise the next video is not going to be sad. I promise. Not sad, but like more on like the sadder side. Make sure you like, subscribe. Please don't leave any negativity. I've been getting a lot of negative comments on some of my videos. Obviously, good trumps the bad. I love getting all the positive, you know, comments and everything, but please don't leave anything negative on here. So love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again very soon.